We are getting a new ceiling in the kitchen of the 15 grand house that's being renovated in rural France today in this very video. So without further ado, let's head on over to rural France and see what's going on. Nous voila in the 15 grand house as Dave is just about to knock some holes in the wall. Why is he doing that? So that he can put his fingers in the hole. Why would he do that? Well, what he's doing is he is feeling for where he can screw the wood to, and there you can see him marking it. So he's going to put, well, you're going to see what he's going to do. He's going to put wood all along this ceiling in order to attach the metal railings, which will eventually hold the insulation and the plasterboard. So wait and see, wait and see. But you don't have to wait very long because he's going to do it right now. And by the way, thanks for all your comments in the previous video. I've selected a few to read out in this video as per usual, so stay tuned for that. Very exciting times. And this is actually going to be one of the last, by the way, sorry to interrupt myself, the wood is not bent, it's just a different aspect ratio. We've changed the camera settings so that you can see more of what's going on. Otherwise you won't be able to see up much, but it's warped the image a little bit. So I do apologise, but don't worry, this wood is indeed very much straight. It's just so you can see what's going on. And speaking of camera settings, we're actually changing things up very soon. This is going to be one of the last videos, not quite the last, but one of the last videos before we stop the point of view style videos and then do a Dave face reveal essentially. And yeah, you're gonna see the renovation from a different aspect. So that's absolutely fantastic. Very excited about that. So stay tuned. I think it's about time we read the first comment, don't you? Why are you not there helping Dave? Many hands make light work. And I actually replied, I've been banned from France for calling Bœuf Bourguignon overrated. Now I'm going to be honest about Bœuf Bourguignon. It's a delicious dish. But there's a lot that can go wrong with regards to the meat. If you get meat that's just like the quality is not good enough, there's too much fat, it's super chewy, or if you cook it too long or something like that, it ends up being really tough. There's a lot that can go wrong with this dish, and not to mention the sauce. You know, you got to get it just right to get that rich flavour. Sometimes it can be a little bit bland, in fact, the old Bœuf Bourguignon, dare I say. Okay, not my most popular take, but there are better French dishes. Okay, give me a galette any day of the week. So there you go. Omelette du fromage. Anyway, Dave's doing a very good job here with regards to screwing these what are going to be the support wooden supports for the metal framework. So well done, Dave. Yeah, anyone who says that France has got the best food in the world, I would disagree with, purely based on the fact that it's a subjective notion. Okay, because everyone has different taste buds. So are we really tasting the same thing? Do you know what I mean? And are you really going to say that cow's tongue is delicious? No, it's not. They tried to force me to eat it at school. I was horrified. Don't worry, I went hungry those days. Pourquoi vous faites pas des escaliers en béton pour la cave? This wonderful French commenter, who I'm sure doesn't like cow tongue either, but I won't speak for her, is asking why don't I do a concrete staircase for the basement, which might seem a bit strange for you, But here in France, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s, they probably still do it to this day, in fact. A lot of like one-level houses that were built, they're built out of breeze block, and heading into the basement is usually always a concrete staircase. So I understand why she says that, and it's a valid point because that's what they do in France. However, obviously the age of this house, taking into account that it's very old, and there wouldn't have been originally a concrete staircase. There would have been probably, most likely, most definitely in fact, a wooden one. So that's why, by the way, Dave's doing a great job. That's why I hope to be able to replace it with a wooden one as well, or cast iron if we can find a nice stylish one. We'll see. Beggars can't be choosers, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. An old reclaimed staircase. Owning your house is a big deal. Way to go, man. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated for the lovely comment there, as Dave installs the metal stud work for the ceiling. And you can see the clips here that he's putting in place and drilling into the wood that he's just installed as well. That's what holds everything together very well. So yeah, I really appreciate the support. I always appreciate the lovely comments. Don't hesitate to leave a comment in this very video, and I might just get round to reading it in the next video. So, hope you've enjoyed the point of view vlogs, by the way. They're going to be changing in the next couple of videos. We're going to be switching things up. We're going to be doing a Dave face reveal and going back to a more traditional way of filming. We're just making the most of it, I guess. So, hope you've enjoyed these point of view vlogs. They're going to be coming to an end fairly soon. We've burnt through the point of view footage, which is great. So there you go. And Dave's doing a lovely job, tidy job. You might be thinking, why? What's the point in putting in a false ceiling? You're losing height for the room. Well, there's a few things. Importantly, the energy rating of the house. I want to make sure it's as efficient as possible to get a good energy rating, and it does help. And also the sound insulation as well from the floor above. Once we install the insulation, that will help as well. Ryan, it is the way you say. Rural France. That is so strange. I don't know what you're talking about. I say it perfectly normally. Strange. Bizarre. But yeah, it's important to get a really good energy rating for this house, because if we're doing a more or less complete renovation, you may as well make it as efficient as possible in terms of retaining heat and energy and all that stuff. And I imagine this house is going to be fairly low cost even after it's renovated. You know, the value of it is not going to be insane. So I can imagine the next buyer, whenever it does eventually get sold, who knows, if I do decide to sell, is going to be a fantastic job there, Dave, putting that insulation in. You know, they're going to want an efficient house as well. So I think it's important, you know, it can't be too expensive to heat up. So it's good. It's good that we're doing this, in my humble opinion. And it's not too, you know, the insulation does cost money, of course, but if we're doing the whole place, may as well just buy some more and just do the ceiling as well. Oh, beautiful job by Dave there. He really is making light work of this. Love the support for Dave as well in the comment section. Thank you so much. He is truly touched down to his very soul. Much appreciated. And of course the insulation isn't too heavy. It's just quite uncomfortable to work with as well, which needs to be acknowledged. It's actually fiberglass, and the reason why people use fiberglass is because it is a flame retardant. It's not flammable, fiberglass, not that I believe. And And yeah, it's just good stuff. It works well, good insulation, and it's what is used throughout France and the whole world. Awesome progress. I'm sure this comment won't make the cut to be showcased on your channel. I just wanted to help support you. Oh, how wrong you were. You used reverse psychology very successfully there. As soon as I read that, I had to just showcase it. I was like, no. This is going to be showcased. So yeah, you got in my head there with that comment, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to read it, and it's a pleasure to showcase it. So thank you very much for the lovely comment. Much appreciated. And even if I don't show your comment, I usually read most of them, if not all of them. I do get quite a few, so I try my best, but I appreciate all of them. I really do. So thank you so much. And there we go. We're basically done already with regards to the insulation. There's the last few pieces going in. Absolutely insane. Dave, you legend of a man. Wow. Fantastic. Fabadib dab. Absolutely brilliant. And now Dave's back in the living room. He's going to do a few bits in here, get a bit of a head start. You've been playing it safe. Say it in French. France rurale. Time to switch it up. Yes, France rurale. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, does it, in French? In the language of love, as they call it. But hey, it's always the R's. The R's are always a bit dodgy, you know, some dodgy sounds in the French language. You know, the the and all that stuff. But nonetheless, I shouldn't say dodgy sounds. So that people are gonna. That's the thing. I've talked too much now, and I've dug my own grave. Okay, my apologies for anyone who's offended. Probably not even French. By what I've just said. Okay, I shouldn't have said dodgy sounds. I should have said different sounds to the Queen's English. Okay, or the King's English. Whatever you call it, I don't even know. I've probably offended more people now just by saying that. Fantastic, let's offend everyone. Ah, the snowflakes, the snowflakes. Anyway, yes, you get my drift. There's some very unique sounds in the French language. So, beautiful sounds, all beautiful, okay. We're doing it in one take, by the way. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, these doors, before I offend even more people, you can barely call them doors. Look there, if you look on the sides of the doors, they are just planks of ply, of old ply, and they're not even that old, okay? Because yeah, I got a bit of backlash with removing the doors from this house, which were very, very badly made doors. You say it well, Ryan. Dave is on top of things. What about you, Ryan? Just wish things are going the way you want them to? Hey, what can I say? What can I say? We're making the most out of the situation, and we're moving forward, alright? We're moving in the right direction, and that's what matters. So every day is progress, and every day is a step closer to our goal. That's all I can say for now. Happy days, you know. Got to take the rough with the smooth. Smooth. Sorry, too many coffees today. I've had about 4 so far. That's before breakfast. But anyway, Dave is starting to install a bit more of the metal rails there, just for the living room, because he's essentially going to do the same thing in the living room, and yeah, really opening it up, even taking those doors off. Did a great job. Would it be hard to sell this house? Good question. I think it all comes down to the price, really, for anything in this world, and I think people are going to want a house that's newly renovated. You know, I think there's always demand for that, no matter where you go. You know, just a turnkey house is always a good thing, and there aren't really many modern houses in this area, and modern houses are going to be quite expensive anyway. So I think there will be demand for a low-cost, freshly renovated house. So possibly is what I'm going to answer, but what do I know? We'll have to find out, I guess, with time. But anyway, that's it for today for the renovation. Dave, you've done great. Well done. And with the renovation being done for today, that marks the end of this video. So I just want to say thank you so much for getting this far into the video. You are an absolute legend for doing that. It helps the channel immensely. Don't hesitate to leave a comment, leave a like if you want, but it's totally up to you. It's a free country, and I really appreciate everything. Just everything. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling buzzing off of coffee today. Okay, I've had too many coffees. But that's going to be all from me. This is Ryan signing off. Until the next video. See you in a few days. Bye for now.